Chip Paillex is founder and president of America's Grower Row. Good to see you, Chip.
Nice to see you. Thanks.
You've been with us many times. You are the 2010 winner of the Raspberry Make a Difference Award.
Yep.
Tell folks exactly what that is.
It's a great program. It's where volunteers, unsung heroes, are essentially submitted by folks that they know for the good work that they've done within the community. And the Raspberry Foundation has created this program where they're highlighted their successes and also cash awards for how they place in the final outcome of being picked.
The issue of philanthropy is huge with us, not only because we survive based on philanthropic organizations supporting us, but it's an important area and we focus on it big time here. One of the books that you know a lot about because you're featured in it, A Passion for Giving, Angelica Berry, one of the authors. There's a section, page 199, America's Grower Row, a feature talking about your organization. Quote from you, expand on it. There's absolutely no reason why poverty should exist in America. Chip Paillex. Talk about it because your organization started in 2002?
Correct, yes.
Lay it out there and then talk about that quote.
Well, the program started where my daughter and I started a garden. And through divine inspiration, we gave what was left over to food pantries and food banks. So what started very small, back then 120 pounds in 1 year, fast forward to last year, 325,000 pounds.
Ergo winning the Make a Difference Award, so go ahead.
So, you know, my feeling is that there's a lot of waste, whether it be through gardens, on farms, and then also within supermarkets. So as the program has grown over time, we've touched those three elements where when we go to farms, we glean, which essentially means that we're picking what's left over. It's great produce that's on the plants and such, but when farmers plant, they plant in succession. So they go from one section to the next. Once it's all ripe, sometimes there's extra inventory in the fields. We make sure that's picked and delivered same day.
So no reason for poverty?
From that standpoint, from a hunger standpoint, we're just one farm. We're just one farm within the state of New Jersey and making a huge difference, touching a couple supermarkets as well. We do the same thing where the produce section, we cull out of any produce that's has a couple days left in terms of use by, but the sell by date might be today. So we pick it off the shelves, we bring it to the food pantry, the soup kitchen, and people are fed immediately.
In the book, you also talk about food deserts. What are they and why are they so significant to this discussion?
It's a relatively new term. And a food desert essentially is where you have a geographically designed area. It could be inner city, it could be rural, where there's zero access to any healthy food choices. And the people within those communities, even if they had the money to buy produce or healthy food, they just can't get there.
Patterson in Newark or Jersey City, Camden, et cetera. You mean supermarkets?
A lot of these communities just have little corner store markets where they don't have produce. And so what we're doing is we're getting into those areas, we're penetrating, and we're creating what we call free farm markets.
Free what?
Farm markets.
Farm market, go ahead. Describe that.
Basically what it is, it's like a traditional farm market. We pack up our trucks, we go down into the community. It could be a community square, and we lay out all different 5 to 7 different varieties of produce. And you know, the folks of the community come in and they have their bags. We give them recyclable bags that come each week. You know, they pick up, "Hi, Mrs. Jones, how you doing today?" And of course, she takes what she wants. The only difference is when she gets to the end of the line, there's no cashier because it's free. So it gives them the ability to at least consume some healthy food within an area that, again, they just don't have the ability. Some of the folks come up, they've got oxygen tanks and other limitations. So it's our way of being able to get what they need.
Chip, we met each other through the Make a Difference Awards, I remember at Ramapo when I first met you, and blown away by your work and the work of so many other unsung heroes who are recognized. And I think to myself, you know, how do you keep the passion? Because the book's called Passion for Giving. How do you keep your passion for this work, for your mission, for giving?
The passion is really driven through the reward. And the reward is seeing the happy faces, people saying, "Please come back again. I need this. I need this food for my family. I need it for myself." The reward is also seeing our youth, I'll call it the privileged youth that are not suffering from hunger and within food insecure situations. where they say, wow, this made a difference in my life by just volunteering.
Yeah, talk about the volunteer piece.
We have a myriad of volunteer sources. It could be schools, corporations.
By the way, put up Chip's website if you could, because I want to make sure that if people want to volunteer, they can. And describe what we mean by volunteer, Chip.
Well, our volunteering it's a lot of fun. It's a day out on the farm. It's where volunteers come out and perhaps they plant, maybe they harvest and then donate. Some folks come out, plant, maintain, harvest, donate, and they round out the whole experience. So it's a very moving piece, especially for our youth. So when schools come out and do this, knowing that they put all this time and intention into something, and at the end, they don't consume it by eating it themselves. The joy they get is by giving it to someone who needs it more than they do.
Your daughter been into this with you?
Since day one.
How old is she now?
She's 13.
What's it done for her?
You know what? It's changed her life. Not that she was different back when she was a dyke, but the long-lasting effect is clear. She is so focused about giving to those who are in need, and all the youth that I see that touch the program always want to come back. So we think it's developing a healthier generation in the future.
Real quick, sorry for interrupting. Before I let you out of here, what's the message you want to share with everyone watching right now who says, hey, got that guy, Chip Paillex, that's terrific that he's doing it. He won that award for $50,000 with the Rustberry Make a Difference awards. That's terrific, but yeah, that's not me. I can't do that. You say?
There's no one who's excluded, and everyone who touches the program can make some sort of impact. You know, it could be a matter of just coming in and volunteering for an hour. It could be more committed and coming in each week. You could serve by perhaps stuffing envelopes. We're a nonprofit organization. There's always a million things where someone can help us.
Chip, we are honored by your presence. We are blown away by your work, and you have an open invitation to come back anytime. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Steve. Great to be here.